Hi everyone, welcome to CodeChef. Until now, we have been doing calculations with arithmetic operators and updating values with increment and decrement. But what if you need to compare values? That's where comparison operators come in. They help you make decisions in your programs. By the end of this video, you will understand how to use equal to and not equal to operators to compare values in C. These operators are the foundation of decision making in programming. You will use them in if statements, loops, and anywhere you need to check if values match or differ. So let's dive in. As always, remember to follow along with me on CodeChef. The link is in the description. Make sure you type out the code yourself and experiment with different values to see how comparisons work. First, I'll explain what comparison operators are and why they return true or false values. Then, we'll explore the equal to operator and see how to compare integers, floats, and doubles. After that, we'll learn the not equal to operator. For each operator, we'll write complete programs together and I'll explain every line in detail. These operators might look simple, but they're incredibly powerful. Pay close attention to the difference between comparison and assignment. Confusing these is one of the most common beginner mistakes. So let's talk about comparison operators. So far, we have been used operators that do things to values. For example, arithmetic operators, assignment operators, increment or decrement operators. But comparison operators are quite different. They ask questions about values. Are these two values equal? Is one value greater than another? Are these values different? Comparison operators compare two values and return a Boolean result. So, for true is represented by number 1 and false is represented by the number 0. In C, we use these comparison operators: equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. In this video, we'll focus on the first two, equal to and not equal to. It is important to understand that a single equal to is assignment operator and double equal to is comparison operator. This is a very common mistake, so let's be careful. So let's start with equal to operator. Equal to operator is written as two equal signs. The equal to operator checks if two values are exactly the same. It asks the question, are these two values equal? The syntax for the same is value 1 equal to value 2. Let's look at a simple example. Here's a basic equal to operator code. We start with including the library for input-output operations and then include our main function. Here, we declare an integer variable numeral 1 and initialize it with 10. This is our first value in the integer comparison. Then we declare another integer variable numeral 2, also initialized with 10. You can notice that both variables have the same value. This will help us see what happens when we compare the values. Now, in the next line, we declare a double variable price 1 with the value 5.99. This represents a price with decimal places, perfect for comparing floating point numbers. And in the next line, you can see that we declare another double price 2, also with 5.99. Again, both have same value, so we can test equality. Now in the next line, you can see that we have used a float variable a with the value 7.5. Remember, f suffix tells C that this is a float and not a double. In the next line, int b is equal to 7 we declare an integer variable b with the value of 7. Now here you have to notice that this is an integer 7, not a float 7.5. We'll compare these different types to see what happens. Now next is a comment that explains that we are about to compare integers. Alright, so in our printf statement, this is our first comparison. Now let's break it down. The expression numeral 1 is equal to numeral 2 compares two integers. Both the values are 10. So the operator asks, is 10 equal to 10? And since both the values are 10, they are equal. So the comparison returns 1, which means true, which is assigned to percentile d, and then the output also comes as 1. So comparing integer becomes 1. So our next comment says that we are about to compare 14-point numbers. Now our next printf compares two double values. The expression price 1 is equal to price 2. Price 1 is 5.99 and price 2 is 5.99. So the operator is asking if price 1 is equal to price 2 and both are equal values. So the comparison returns to 1, which says that it is true. So the output prints comparing doubles 1. Alright, so our next comment explains that we are about to compare different data types. Now we can compare a float with an integer with different data types. So the next printf statement tells about the same as well. What's happening here is a is equal to b. A is 7.5, which is a float, and b is 7, which is an integer. So the operator is asking if 7.5 is equal to 7. And C compares the float 7.5 with the integer 7. So C can compare different types by converting the integer into a float. So it compares and these are not equal. The comparison results to 0, which is false. So the output becomes comparing float and int is equal to 0. The 0 means no, they are not equal. So let's now understand the results. In the first comparison, both were integers with the same value. So we got the output as 1, which means true. The second comparison, both were doubles with the same value. So the output again was 1. Wherein in the third comparison, which was one was a float, one was an integer with different values, and 7.5 is not equal to 7. So we got the output as 0, which is false. You have to remember that 1 means true and 0 means false. What is very important about floating point comparisons is that when comparing float or double values, to be very careful due to how computers store decimal numbers with limited precision. Sometimes value that should be equal might not compare as equal. For example, here you can see float x is equal to 0.1 plus 0.2. This might be 0.300001 as well, and float y is 0.3, exactly 0.3. So when a printf is used and we try to ask if x is equal to y, it might print 0 because it might be false because of the precision. So for critical applications, programmers often check if the values are close enough rather than exactly equal. Now let's see a practical example of comparing scores. We start by including the standard library and the main function. Then we declare an integer variable test score and set it to 85. This represents the student's score. And in the next line, we can see that there is a double variable grand threshold and we have set it to 85.0. This represents the minimum score needed to achieve a particular grade. Let's say 85 is the threshold for a B grade. Now in the next line, we can see float variable bonus point with the value 5.0. This represents bonus points a student might earn. This comment explains we are about to compare an integer with a floating point number. The printf here expression used is test score is equal to grade threshold. The test score is 85, which is an integer, and grade threshold is 85.0, which is a double. So the operator is asking if both are equal. So C automatically converts the into a double for comparison and they are equal. So when we print it, it returns to 1. The next comment explains that we are going to do our next comparison. The printf statement our bonus points equal to 5 is another mixed type comparison. The expression bonus point is equal to 5. Bonus point is 5.0 float and 5 is an integer literal. The equal to operator asks is 5.0 equal to 5. So what happens here is C converts it, and since they are equal, the value returned is 1. And let's try submitting the program, which gives us an output that this test score equal to grade threshold is 1 and our bonus point equal to 5 is also 1, which means both the comparisons are true. Now we learn about the next operator, which is the not equal to operator, which is written as exclamation mark and an equal to sign. The not equal to operator checks if two values are different and asks the question, are these two values not equal? The syntax for the same is value 1 not equal to value 2. If the value returns 1, which is true, is for if the values are different, and value returns 0, which is false, is for the values are the same. You have to remember that this is the opposite of the equal to operator. Now let me show you a quick example before we dive into the complete program. The first example is comparing integers. Integer numeral 1 is equal to 5, 2 is equal to 10. The printf percentile d backslash n numeral 1 not equal to 2 output is 1, that is true because 5 is not equal to 10, since 5 and 10 are different. Now similarly, in example 2, double price 1 is 9.99, double price 2 is equal to 8.99. Now here when we compare, the output is 1, which is true because both are not equal. And in example 3, we compare float a is equal to 7.5 and integer b is equal to 7. When we compare, the output is again 1, which is true because the both are not equal. Now let us see a practical example where we compare product prices to check if they are different. This is useful in shopping applications, price matching systems, or inventory management. We start by including the standard library inclusion, and our main function begins here. We declare float variable price 1 and set it to 99.99 and float variable price 2 79.99. These are the two products. Here in our printf, we compare our first not equal to. Since price 1 and price 2 are given values, we ask are 99.99 and 79.99 not equal or are they different? So in C, comparing the two float variables, both are not equal, and then since they are different, the comparison returns to 1, which is true. Now in our next line, we update the price to as 99.99. This might represent a scenario where the sale ended or the price was corrected. Now both products are of the same price. Now in our next printf statement, we again do the same comparison with the updated values, and price 1 and price 2 are now same. Both are 99.99. So since they are not different, the comparison returns to as 0, that is false. So let's try running this, and you can see that the output our price 1 and price 2 not equal comes as 1 in the first comparison, and in the second comes as 0. The real-world applications of not equal to operator is used for price comparison, validation, change detection, and filtering. Now let's summarize and get a clear comparison that will help you remember this. The equal to operator, the question we must ask is, are these values the same? If it returns 1, which is true, is when the values are equal. If it returns 0, which gives us false, that is when the values are not equal. For example, 5 is equal to 5 is true and 5 is equal to 3 is false and gives us a 0. Now our not equal to operator. The question we must ask is, are these values different? If it returns 1, means true, the values are not equal. And if it returns 0, which is false, the values are equal. For example, 5 is not equal to 3 is 1, which means it is true, and 5 is not equal to 5 is false, which gives a value of 0. Excellent work, you guys. You will now understand how to use the equal to and not equal to operators to compare values. Head over to CodeChef and practice comparing different values. Try integers, floats, and doubles. Experiment with both operators to see how they behave. In the next video, we'll explore the remaining comparison operators like greater than, less than, and their variations. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!